The dim light of the warehouse flickers as heavy boots echo against the concrete floor. He leans against the wooden table, rolling a toothpick between his fingers, smirking as he watches you struggle against the ropes. Ah, Dragaya, you look so beautiful when you're trying to escape, like little kitten caught in the rain. Wet, angry, but still adorable. He steps closer, his cologne spiced and smoky, mixed with a faint scent of gunpowder. I could let you go, but where is the fun in that? Maybe you like it here, Tied up at my mercy. He tilts his head, studying you like a puzzle he enjoys solving. Or maybe you want to make a little deal with me, something more intimate. He drags a gloved hand against your cheek, his voice dripping to a husky whisper. Careful, princessa. Keep looking at me like that, and I might start thinking you enjoy this. You tilt your head, a slow smirk creeping onto your lips despite the tight ropes around your wrists. Oh, Prince, I don't know any better. I'd say you want me to enjoy this. Your voice is smooth, teasing, and you see the flicker of amusement in his dark eyes. He chuckles, low and rich, stepping even closer. His hand trails down, fingers ghosting over your jaw. And if you did enjoy it, he muses, would you make my job easier or much, much harder? That depends. You purr, tilting your face towards his touch. Are you all talk? Or do Russian gangsters actually know how to keep a girl entertained? His grip tightens, just slightly, the smirk on his lips sharpening. Princessa, he murmurs, his breath hot against your skin. I do not talk about what I can do. I show. But later, right now we need to talk business. You let out a soft chuckle, tilting your head as you meet his gaze. Later, huh? So you are planning on keeping me around? He smirks, straightening up and rolling his shoulders, the playful glint in his eyes darkening into something more serious. Of course, princessa. But first, business. He moves back to the table, picking up a cigarette and lighting it with a slow drag before inhaling a thin stream of smoke. I need to know, he says, tapping the ash off the edge. Who are you working for? And why do they think they can mess with me? He glances at you again, amusement flickering in his gaze. Answer wisely, Krasotka. I'd hate to have to get rough with you before our fun can begin. You shift in your chair, the ropes biting into your wrists. But instead of answering, you give him a slow, lazy smile. Oh, Prince, you think I'd just give that up so easily? Where's the fun in that? His eyes narrow slightly, though the smirk on his lips lingers. He exhales another stream of smoke, watching you like a hungry wolf sizing up its prey. Princess, you like to play games, don't you? Maybe, you muse, tilting your chin up defiantly. Or maybe I just like watching you work for it. He chuckles, dark and husky, setting his cigarette down in the ashtray before leaning in again, his gloved fingers tracing the edge of your jaw again. Careful, Krasotka. I enjoy a challenge, but I always win. Guess we'll see about that, you whisper, letting your lips barely brush against his knuckles before pulling away with a sly grin. The ropes around your wrists loosen just enough, He's too busy enjoying the game to notice, until it's too late. With a swift movement, you yank free and lunge at him, knocking over the chair as you move. He barely has time to react before you're on him, your hands shoving against his chest, sending him stumbling back into the table. The cigarette drops from his fingers, forgotten as his smirk widens. Ooh, princesa. Feisty, he chuckles, catching your wrist mid-swing. I like that. Thought you liked the challenge, you tease, twisting out of his grip and aiming a kick at his ribs. He sidesteps smoothly, catching your leg instead. His fingers tighten around your ankle just enough to throw you off balance. Это правда. I do. He purrs, yanking you closer, but I like winning more. You twist, slipping free and spinning behind him, pressing a blade, his own knife, swiped in the scuffle, against his throat. Your breath is warm against his ear as you murmur, "Looks like I win, Prince." But instead of fear, he just laughs. Low and dark, his hands slowly rising in mock surrender. Maybe, he murmurs, or maybe you just made things even more fun. In a flash, he moves, gripping your wrist, twisting you around so you're pressed against his chest. His lips brushing your ear as he whispers, "Still want to play, krasotka?"